Okay, so Simon, good to see you again, buddy.
How are you?
Yeah, fantastic, mate, fantastic. And we've got another beautiful 911 to have a look at. And this one is one that you have got a very long history with. How long have you been working on this one?
I worked it out the other day. I think it's about 23, 24 years that I've actually been developing this car as a road car and then as a sprint hill climb car.
Wow, okay. So let's go back right to the beginning then. How did you first find out about this car?
Basically, a guy who I know very well now bought it in the first place and asked me to do some suspension upgrades and some.
What was it back then?
3.2 Carrera, just a standard 3.2 Carrera, 1984.
1984 3.2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you started modifying.
Yeah, we just put Bilstein shock absorbers on it and bits and pieces just for fast road use.
Mm.
And then he kept it like that for a while. Then he wanted me to wide body it, which we did.
Right.
And
She
then
definitely did.
he decided he wanted to start sprint and hill climbing it. So then we started modifying it further.
So it started. So was it when he first came to you? He was just using it as a basic road car. So 20 odd years ago, the car itself would have been 20 odd years old then anyway.
Yeah.
So it was a well-used example, was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was in good condition. It's had a lot of owners over the years, but it is a very solid car. And I say for most of the time now, it's been just used for sprint and hill climbing, but back then it was used for the road.
And was it red to start with?
It's always been red.
Is that Guards red, is it?
Yeah, it's Guards red.
Beautiful. So the classic Guards red Porsche colour.
Originally, it had a sunroof, which we deleted.
Right.
Which we've done on other models, but yeah, we deleted the sunroof. Once he wanted to hill climb it, added in the roll cage and.
Brilliant. So Jackson, who's the guy who owns the car.
Yeah.
So he bought the car, road car, started modifying it, and then decided he wanted to start getting into hill climbing.
Into hill climbing, yeah.
And was that something that he'd been doing before in other cars, or was this his first?
He'd done some circuit racing in an American car back in like sort of the 80s.
Yeah.
He enjoyed driving this that much, and he wanted to do something with his son. Obviously, you can see that.
Yeah, that's the two of them. Yeah.
They do it together.
Yeah.
Something he could do with his son. And as I say, the car's just developed on quite quickly to be a competitive car in the class that it races in.
Yeah.
And it has actually won the Sprint Hill Climb Championship twice.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. I mean, I remember over the years coming into this workshop and seeing this car in all sorts of different iterations. And when I saw it today, I thought, wow, it's looking really cool. Because just describe for us, if you could, over the years, the way that it's changed. Because it's obviously started as a narrow body 3.2 and it now looks completely different to how it looked last year.
Originally, when we did it, when it went to, it's narrow bodied, it had sort of like a 964 type front bumper and a modified rear slotted bumper.
Oh,
and
really?
When he wanted to go wide body, we widened those to go with the turbo arches.
Right.
And he had a 3.8 RS rear spoiler. So it was, it was the look of really probably more of a 90s car.
So it looked like more like a 964 or a 965 car.
But now we wanted to do it as a 74 IROC. So we'd obviously got all the moulds to make it look like that. So they bolted straight in place onto those arches that were already there.
Yeah.
Used the bigger RSR rear spoiler to give it the downforce.
Yeah.
We'd already put fiberglass doors on it earlier in its life. So, there's as much fiberglass as we can get on there now to bring the weight down.
So we've got fiberglass doors.
Yep. And
then what about the wings?
they're fiberglass.
That's fiberglass. So this is a light car now.
Yep.
You got any idea how heavy it is?
I'm not sure that he's weighed it lately. I think he weighed it before we did all the work, but as it is now, we haven't actually weighed it. Problem that you have with these competition cars is you get the weight down, then you bring it back up again with the roll gauge.
Right.
So
got you.
It's probably sort of like 1,000 kilos or something. But,
about 1,000 kilos, yeah. And so we've got the IROC bumper, and then
fiberglass bonnet.
And is this the original style of bonnet that would have been on a 3.2?
Yeah.
So it's not the long bonnet and anything. No. And you've got a big radiator grill at the front.
Yeah, for the oil cooler.
That's for the for the oil cooler.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Can we have a look underneath just to see? I want to obviously go around the whole thing, but it'd be nice just to. So yeah, that bonnet weighs next to nothing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we've got our centre fill kits into it.
So what's going on under here then? Because this isn't normal, is it?
How do you mean?
I mean, all of this normally, obviously, in a when this came out of the factory, it would have been all carpeted with a
Yeah.
with a spare wheel space saver. What's going on here with this machinery, this radium?
Fuel from the tank up into the pump gives you better pressure to get it to the back of the car.
So it basically helps the fuel get to the
gives it more consistent and higher fuel pressure so that you can tune it better.
nice.
And obviously all the strut brace and everything helps the rigidity of it. Everything's been deleted that he doesn't need out of it. I think we've just got a blower in there just to clear the mist off and an electric front screen to keep it clear.
Yeah, so you still keep the heater in or the blower just because if you're racing in the rain or whatever.
Yeah, and just like he's got his heated front screen, but what I've done is ducted it up so he can have cold air blowing onto his face on the hotter days because it gets quite hot in there as well.
It's really hot.
Yeah.
This is clean as well, isn't it? It's
clean. Yeah. It is a well looked after sorted car.
Lovely. Okay. Cool. And this bonnet weighs next to nothing. What a difference. Let you do that. Okay, so we've got the fuel filler that goes straight through the bonnet, which looks really cool, and I guess is quite functional in a car like this.
Yeah, you can just get the fuel in there nice and easy. And obviously, on with brakes wise, what we've done is used our caliper box to caliper conversion on the front.
So this
brakes. Got some split rims that are going to be going on it, but these are the wheels that he's been running this year. He has
been racing with these.
Yeah. Well, the problem you get is the size of tyres aren't always available. So he's got a set of 15s, 16s, and 17s, and these are the 17s that he's been using this year because we could get the tyres to fit it. So
see wheels on a few different cars. I mean, I absolutely love them from an aesthetic point of view.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously Fuchs style, but they're not actually Fuchsias. Where do you get the wheels from?
These are image wheels again.
Oh.
Yeah, you can buy the lips to make them the offset that you want. So
because the deep ditch Fuchsias are wide.
They do. They look cool. Yeah.
But they're light enough to.
Yeah, I mean, they're as light as you're going to get without spending a lot of money. But they're good enough for for this.
And so we've got. Is the glass standard in this? No,
it's all plastic. It's all plastic, except for the windscreen. So it's all just to get the weight down.
Have a look at it. But seen this car.
I mean, the doors, when in their original form, with all the glass and electric motors and that stuff and everything, they're really heavy. But these, you can just stand there, hold them by your fingertips because they just weigh absolutely nothing. Yeah. That was one. It's a big weight saving putting fiberglass doors on these. Yeah, plastic. Yeah, polycarbonate glass. So it's and the rear. So apart from the front windscreen, yeah.
So this obviously is metal, the wide body rear wing.
Yeah.
Is that the original conversion that you did all the years ago?
Yeah, well, no, when we did it, like I say, they welded on there, they TIG welded on there. That's the original part of it there, and then it's an extension adding onto it as you would do on the turbo.
You probably did that now, what, sort of 20 years ago or something like that?
2010 we put those arches on.
2010?
Yeah.
Okay. 72?
74, IROC, the RSR.
That's the one past the 70.
It actually came on a car that came in from the States, and I just had it in the stores, and we just thought, well, we're going to use it on this. It's quite well made. It's unusual,
Yeah. It's against lightweight. Now, I'm intrigued to know, because prior to this, when it was going through its kind of 964 turbo incarnation, it had the massive 3.8 wing on the back.
Yeah.
Has Jackson noticed any difference between the downforce between this and the other one?
No, I mean, we talked about doing a front splitter for it, but he hasn't really complained about any issues, with not having enough downforce or anything. I think he's getting enough from that.
Yeah.
Because it's quite it's short circuit. It's not
I bet it weighs a bit less, doesn't it, than the other one? Because they're so chunky, aren't they?
That rear spoiler, that 3.8, the rear spoiler is quite heavy.
It'd be great if I can dig a picture out of this video to show you some of the incarnations. I'm not sure whether we'll find them, but I'll see if I'll stick them in if we get them.
Yeah, we might have some. There might be some pictures back from when it was sprinting hill climbing back in like sort of 2010, the earlier years.
Yeah.
like I say, it won its first championship in 2014, looking like the car we've talked about, and now it's won it again, looking like this.
I mean, this car's been racing.
Starting 2010, so 15 years. It's been racing. Yes, British Hill climbing this house.
When was the last time it had any paintwork done?
Probably about 2014 when it had some of the roll cage painted and that sort of thing.
But what about the external bodywork?
Some of it's still original. The bumpers obviously were repainted because they were changed and that sort of thing. But he's had some. I'm not saying he hasn't had some touching up, but it hasn't had a full respray. There are original parts.
I'm fascinated by. I haven't seen this car come and go over the years, and it's always been in here prepping for racing, hill climbing, sprints, etc. It seems immaculate condition for a race car.
It is his pride and joy, and he's always cleaning it and looking after it, and anything it needs, it has.
That much attention to it.
Yeah.
And so looking at it now, what really surprised me, knowing how much action this car's seen, it's in really, really good nick.
It is the car to beat. It's the car that they're all trying to beat. So, that's...
Well, we'll get on to the thing that...
Yep.
One thing that I just did like, I love these wing mirrors. They're proper race car wing mirrors, aren't they?
Yeah.
I guess because the kind of sprints that he does, it's
the only reversing
racing. Yeah,
the only thing he needs it for is reversing off a trailer, I think.
So he's always...
They do, mate. They just complete the package, don't they?
They do. I mean, they look awesome, but I would imagine, I think you said this to me, if you were doing circuit racing, you don't really want these wing mirrors.
No, you probably lose 2 or 3 seconds a lap trying to look in those, whereas if you had the original flag mirrors on there, you can see what's coming.
Yeah, so they're not the best for actually doing what they're supposed to do, but they look cool.
Yeah, they do look them.
So we've got the little window here that will slide open to give them a bit of fresh air.
Yep.
Still a right-hand drive car. And again, looking inside, it's obviously completely stripped out. Is that what's going on with the gearbox on that?
The change has got a spring-loaded mechanism in it, so it's spring-loaded. Would normally only spring across to reverse and fifth, but with that, it springs across to first and second. So once you come out of first and second, it flicks back to the centre. Then you go into third and fourth, and we've put a lockout, so you can lock out fifth and reverse.
Okay. And but the actual gearbox itself, is it?
The gearbox
is 915.
It is at the moment. 915 gearbox, limited slip diff with a reinforced side cover. So he has gone through a few gearboxes in this car.
Oh, but he has,
because everything's got to be. He's got to change as quickly as possible to get the time. It's not. He can't take his time at any point.
Cool. So we've got the single full bow bucket.
Yep.
Which is the way to go. That's going to keep holding in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you put another seat in there and put some number plates on it and a washer bottle and a horn, you could still drive it on the road. But
really?
He just chooses to do sprint and hill climbing.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, then let's get to the good stuff. What's going on underneath that duct tape? So we've got another beautiful looking flat six. Talk to me about those throttle bodies.
Genvi throttle bodies again, with all the high pressure lines and fuel accumulator and pressure regulator and everything. It gets good horsepower out of it. We have done some modifications to the engine as well, obviously.
So what? Obviously, you've been working on this for a long time now. Is it still the original block? Yeah,
it's still the original crankcase and heads and everything, but obviously there's work being done with camshafts and pistons and that sort of type of thing to get more power out of it and exhaust. So
what are the regulations when it comes to the race side of things? What are you allowed to do and what are you not allowed to do?
I think in the Sprint Hill Climb series that they're in, it's basically as long as it's got the original type of engine in there, Porsche engine, then you're okay to do it. So with the 3.2 engine, it's the easiest capacity. We could go to a 964 one, but we've stayed and developed this one, and he's getting good power out of it, and I think we can get more power out of it.
Because this would have been 231 brake horsepower standard.
Yeah.
So what is you're getting more horsepower out of it?
We are. We're not getting as much as we want. We're getting about 265 at the moment. But we we had the other engine we had in there. We had a bit more, so we're going to try and over the winter now. We're going to try and find out where we're losing that brake horsepower. So although he's done well in it, they're catching up. So we need to put some more time into it.
It goes to show, doesn't it, when you've got such a lightweight car, obviously rear engine, 265 horsepower, which in modern terms doesn't sound like much.
No.
But yet this car is winning races. It's super competitive.
Yeah.
Just purely on the basis it's power to weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
And traction, obviously.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Jack can just get in here a bit, because if we look down here, we've got all of the work that's been done. I mean, it's just a work of art, the engine. And is that the same system that we talked about on the other car?
The green car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gemby throttle bodies and he's got individual coil packs on each cylinder.
That's what they are. So look, in modern engines, that's kind of standard. But back on the 3.2, what have they replaced?
What we've done away with the distributor.
Yeah.
And then it's got individual coil packs on each cylinder, which is all then mapped through the Caltech ECU.
So I'm not overly mechanically minded, as you can tell. But so instead of a distributor to create the spark, you put a coil pack on each cylinder, and that's what creates the spark.
Yeah.
Got it.
So and it's all mappable through the Caltech to try and get as maximum power out of it and reliability.
So that helps with reliability, performance, horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it's just a more modern system.
Well, it can all be set up on the rolling road and so that everything's working as best as it can, so you can adjust it.
And so you said you've got a few more plans, and you're constantly working on this car with Jackson.
Yeah.
What's he got in the pipeline?
Well, we're gonna do some modifications to suspension, i.e. anti-roll bars and that sort of thing, to make them more adjustable. Change the gearbox for a stronger gearbox, again with a limited slip diff.
What kind of gearbox would you put in?
G50.
Oh, right, okay. So you put one out of a 964.
Yeah, so we've got to modify the car.
The G50 was the later 3.2, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to put a G50 for a 3.2 in it.
Yeah.
Again with competition clutch and a limited slip diff. So really just try and make the gear change faster and make the gearbox stronger. The G50s are a lot stronger gearbox than the 915 gearboxes.
Would you ever consider putting in a 6-speed or something out of a 964 or a more modern?
We don't need the six gear of the 993 gearbox, but if we can we'll get the G50 in there over the winter, and we're going to go different camshafts and one thing or another and try and get the brake horsepower up with this, and we'll have the reliability hopefully of the gearbox.
What kind of horsepower would you be hunting for?
We're trying to get up to close to 300, but whether we can get up there, we should be able to. But as I say, we're changing camshafts and one thing or another to try and adjust it up there. So.
And then he can take home a whole load of more new trophies.
Yeah. I think he's realised that I think it's mostly Mazdas. They're getting quicker and they're spending
the
money.
MX-5s.
Yeah, they're getting faster and faster.
Yeah. Charge those, don't they?
Yeah. So they're getting faster and they're going on to slicks and one thing and another. And I think when they were originally doing it, there wasn't as much competition, although there was fast cars coming out.
Yeah.
Consistently now they're being challenged.
So the hill climbs that he does in this, is it Carrera?
He does Carrera. He has done Rockingham, I think, before it changed, and a couple of other circuits. It always goes well, but because Carrera's local to him, and they do the Carrera Championship.
Yeah.
So it's a very competitive car around there.
Love it. Okay, fantastic. Well, it's been another treat. Are we going to be able to fire up and have a little listen?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we didn't talk about, the exhaust. Looking at that exhaust, it looks so cool. Let's just have a quick nose at that. And then can we fire up?
Yeah.
So what have you done with the exhaust?
The exhaust has got it's got headers, 3-into-1 headers, and a custom back box. And we know that we're getting good brake horsepower out of that back box. It can be quite common to lose brake horsepower through some of these rear exhausts, but that one doesn't. It works really well because it can get in and get out again, the gases. So,
nice. That's awesome. Okay, then, well, let's get it fired up then and let's have a little listen.
Okay.